Hello, this is GameWiz again, bringing you another video. This time it is on Infamous First Light, the standalone DLC for the infamous Second Son. So in this video, I'm just going to go through what I think about the game and describe what it's about and what you do in it. So basically, you play as Fetch. She is one of the side characters in the main infamous Second Son game. So basically it's just telling a story about how she ended up where she was in the game. I won't spoil anything in case you haven't played it. Yeah, if you haven't played the main game, you probably won't understand some aspects of what happens. Oh, that guy's shooting at me. That's fine. Yeah, it's basically just extra DLC for people who have played the game. But again, it's standalone DLC. Quite cheap, it's only about 23 bucks. It's pretty good for a standalone game. Yeah, I'm just gonna do just a bunch of different stuff, show you the gameplay mechanics. So Fetch has got neon powers, one of the aspects of Delson's powers in the main game. And these guys are attacking me, so I'll show you a view of my attacks while these guys are attacking me, I guess. So her main powers is shooting, so when you zoom in, she has a precision power. And that fires off bolts. You can just fire normally like this. My stuff has been upgraded, obviously, because it's more powerful. Yeah, you can upgrade your stuff. I'll show you the skill tree a little later on. Just go in there. So she's got the basic stuff like Delson, but she has a few more different powers, which I quite like. It's a lot more variety. Her combat's very fun, I must say. Like what they've done to give her the powers. Yeah, it's quite cool. So what I'm using now is a ping feature with L3. It targets where the enemies are. And she has finishes like that with the triangle move. So I can just dash up to people, do this, and just finish them off like that. So in the bottom left there's a neon bar, that's how much powers I have, so you can see it going down while I use it. And you unlock different powers later on through the game, such as those rockets on the bottom left, and the triangle icon is what my finishes are. You unlock them via melee. She has dash, which is up there, quite useful for getting around the city. Now what they didn't have in the main game was these neon cards, if I can find one. Yep, over here. So these things are scattered around the map. And what they do, they activate when you're dashing, so they've gone away now. And this basically just speeds up your travel through the city, which is pretty cool because getting around the city is a bit of a hassle, especially if the missions tell you to go from one side of the city to the other. Very pretty graphics, I must say. It's still very nice. So yeah, I've got a few more powers. I'll show you the skill tree now. So this is the map. There's nothing here because I've basically finished the whole game and done all the side missions. Okay, so this is the skill tree. It's a lot more elaborate, I'm pretty sure, than what Delson's was in terms of skills. So I'll go from the start. So you got the drain neon, basically how much you can drain and how much you can store. Neon bolt, which is your standard firing weapon, so you can upgrade that. I've got probably standard. I didn't really focus on that much. So at the end you've got basically a lot of bolts per second you can fire. Light speed is mainly just dashing, and later on you can increase your mobility, such as dashing mid-air and dashing twice mid-air. Melee is basically just increasing your finisher moves. And I believe the last one is, yeah, you can create an explosion when you finish it, which is pretty cool. Laser focus, that is just using the aiming button, in that the perks just slow down time, and eventually, such as this one, even turn them against each other, which is awesome. And eventually fight for longer. Stasis Blast, I didn't show that previously. It basically just launches them into the air where you can easily just finish them off later. and you can upgrade that to make it last longer and even go further and even cause them to explode. Homing missiles, basically just an R1 move, and if you unlock them more, it's just fire more, have more, and again, explosions. And the last one, Neon Singularity, is a very cool finish move, way better than any of Delson's moves in my opinion. And I'll show you that a little later on. Challenges, this is actually a very challenge heavy based DLC, or a standalone game. So on the right you can see a bunch of challenges you can do. I've unlocked quite a lot of them, but these are only a small portion of what you can do. So basically it's just taking down certain enemies, doing certain challenges such as 10 stasis plus melee finisher, that sort of thing. They give you more skill points, and that encourages you to do them to increase more skills. Options menu, pretty easy. I play it on normal difficulty. If you want to play this game and you want a challenge, I highly recommend going on expert, because normal is pretty easy. And I only play it on normal because there are no difficulty based trophies. Yay. You can use it at the time of day, which I don't really worry about. Yep, there's the map again. Anyway, on the left, see, we've got arenas, which I'll show probably in the second half of the video. And they're basically just fighting waves of enemies and doing certain challenges, but you can see on the right, adds a lot more challenges to the whole mix. Yeah. So, actually I'll throw on the map. So there is one thing I can show you, is the pedestrian hostage. It's like a daily kind of thing that happens on the map. Basically just what it says, you free a hostage from a bunch of enemies. Okay, I can show you the status. So press L1 to fire them into there, like so. I'll show you this now. So yep, he fires into there and you just take it off like that. Or if you later on unlock it, you can hold down and it'll go a lot further. You can see how that even reaches that building up. And just finish them off like that. Easy peasy. Alright, so this is a hostage situation. I might take care of these guys first because they're annoying. Now the cool thing is you can make it increase your time in slow-mo if you take them out weak points. So if you're fast, you can just infinitely do this like I'll show you now. So if I take out this guy's leg, it recharges, do that and that. See how okay, I didn't get that last guy. But basically, that's the gist of it. She's got a, it's like a sonic, I forget what it's called. Basically, you can see what it does. There's also graffiti art you can do in the game. You pick up lumens, which are like the blast shards in the main game. They, again, increase your points to unlock, that sort of thing. There's like taking down cameras around the city, which you'll find out about this later in the game. Oh, here we go. So up ahead on the map you can see there's a moving target. So these guys are thugs, you can take them down, they're pretty easy. I'll just show you the rockets. So rockets is R1. They basically just home in on targets. So if I just do this, it'll make me go to the car and they're gone. Easy peasy. There are APCs around, which I'll show you if I move around the map a bit. So yeah, it's pretty fun traveling around the city. It's quite fluid and it's very pretty at the same time, I must say. Oop. You will have it occasionally if you're not paying attention. So let's see if I can find an APC real quick. And I think I'll go into the arena challenges after this. If I can find one. Oh, actually, I know what to do. What I found out is if you cause enough destruction, you can cause an APC to appear. Oh, that's another thing worth mentioning. There's no karmic meter, so you can basically just do what the hell you want, and you won't be punished. There's no punishment. Which, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, the karmic meter wouldn't make sense in this sort of scenario. 2 years ago, before the events of the second son. You know, the ABC, which is weird. Yeah, because this is her. I'm technically in the past, and she's telling a story of what happened to her brother, that sort of thing, how she was portrayed. And yeah, still getting no NPCs, which is weird. I usually always run towards one. Oh, okay, that's another drop by shooting. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. So these guys will PO so often. They're pretty easy. I mean, I can fire rockets from that, and it basically takes them all out. Basically, what I'm saying is you can get so overpowered. These guys aren't really much of a threat. Unless you want an expert, again, you might want to do that if you want more of a challenge. Yep, so that's pretty much it for the free roam. So now the second half of the video, I'm not sure if I'll just cut it up or I'll probably transition over, will be the arena challenges, which is in my opinion one of the great highlights of the game. So now we're in the arena. I've just gone straight to this. So this is a survival arena, so this is basically just defeating 10 waves. Oh, yep. Still in the tutorial. I didn't really play much of the arenas, but I basically already know what to do here, so take up the bridge there. Yep. Yes. Sorry about that, I didn't really bother to go through the tutorial. So this is it's based on a points-based system, so if you rack up combos, that sort of thing, I believe that's how it works. You earn awards, and that will unlock your skill points, which in turn gets you upgrades, which is pretty cool. And the reason why the challenges are probably the best aspect of the game is because the combat system is so fun. It's just basically giving you a chance to really have fun with that. Because on, say, the second son, yes, after you finished the game, there wasn't really much to do after that. It was basically flying. It was basically just, you've done the game, and that's it. But in this one, you've got fun damn parts to play with, and all these challenges to complete. It's just basically a good compensation. Okay, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna get out of here. So as you can see, the screen just fades a bit if you're dying. That guy is not dying. There's a pretty good range of enemies in my opinion, in terms of the difficulty. So you basically got the standard soldiers, and I like how they're tiled. They're named pawns, knights, bishops, rooks, which I think is pretty cool. Not because of the best one. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good system to use to figure out the difficulty level of the enemies. I'm so tired of this. See, oops, hello. So there's things like turrets you can take over that basically turn on enemies, and the turrets are a bit overpowered too because they just shit out bullets. And they're very accurate for what they are. Anything up here? Normally I don't get hurt that often, but it's hard to talk and play at the same time. It's hard. Yeah. Alright, so shiny. Let's play this. Cool. So yeah, I haven't really played much of the challenges, but it's straight away I found it fun. It's great. I mean, playing with Fetcher's powers is a lot of fun. And I'd buy the game just for the challenges, honestly. Like, story, you don't have to play it. It's perfectly optional. But well, you probably would play it just to get the upgrades. Probably it's an incentive to play. Alright, so we've got a lot of enemies now, so I might as well, I'm going to get into an open area. There's some demons here too. and I'm going to show you the neon singularity. So basically, I'll show you. Basically what this so basically what she does, she fires out a neon singularity. Oh, I'm trapped in here. It tracks everything around the area and just detonates it. Absolutely massive. It's amazing. And it's awesome. And I really wish Delson's power was that too. Basically it's a whole lot of I wish Delson's powers were like this. I think the developers of the game realised this and just made focus on the combat,
like
which
ours,
is pretty good.
sometimes all you need to do is unleash.
And
Get
yeah,
angry.
just gonna finish this wave now and we'll also combos. I've yet to figure out how to get high combos. Probably just a bunch of not getting hit too much. Okay, my recoil's changed a bit. I'm not sure why it is. Alright, so use the ping tool, find the enemies. I'm pretty sure that's all. I'm pretty sure I've shown all the powers. I don't use the rockets too much because you want to use them on heavy enemies. Actually, I think it's not getting weak points. I'm not sure if it's awarding me on the weak points, getting more weak points, or just in general. Who knows? It's just fun anyway. I mean, this could be a real. Oh, see, there's a leaderboard right there. That's one of my friends on PSN and compare scores based on differences, which is pretty cool. Again, it tracks the competitive side of things, and I'm a competitive ever so often.
Bigger, stronger, faster. On the way.
This shot is the guy who has help us. Hello.
You can punch and kick as much as you want. We all slow down sooner or later.
Charge. That's nice. So they're on my side now, and that's yeah. So not much else to say about this now. I'll probably show one more challenge after this, which is the hostage. The hostage rescue. It's basically just defeating those enemies while keeping alive. There's a helicopter down there. Oh no, there's an enemy. So the good thing about her powers is it makes these overpowered guys really useless. But they're really easy, honestly. Yeah, she is good overpowered. Although, again, that's what this is for. If you want a challenge, then go ahead and increase it. I personally just want to keep it on normal because I want to have fun with it, not frustrate myself. Like that. Nice. It's all there to weak points. I'm not sure if you can use them. Oh, what those are. Die. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. So he's, I think, the rook. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's a rook. They're the big heavy guys, basically. And there's a lot of you guys. So I'm going to charge this up, stasis blast, and decimate. That's basically all her. If you're into precision fighting, you'll love fetch. That's all she's basically. Almost again. Snappers are annoying. They somehow follow you no matter where you go, which is kind of annoying, but need some challenge. There goes I think my combo is decreasing as I stuff around right now, so push you out. Yeah, okay, so I think I wasn't paying attention against the combos. Everything goes down, it just gradually goes down. Oh, there's a sniper. Block it. Jump. Also, if you've played the through the main game, you might notice the similarities. I think it's Eugene. I forget the character's names very often. So yeah, that is Eugene's powers being used. He's making replicas of these enemies are. So he's being used to make these enemies. Which I mean is it's kind of cool implementing them into the story. I'm not sure how many waves there are. But no, Singularity might use that in a sec. Yep, definitely might use that in a sec. Alright, we'll get into this area again if I can risk it. Alright, there we go. I always love using this, it's so cool. She didn't originally hover up into the air like this. I think it became more powerful at the end of the story. You might know why if you play through it. Again, I won't spoil anything for you. Do you want to end up playing this? I think it's a pretty good story for what it is. I'm not saying it's a perfect story. I mean, it does falter in some places, but again, you know, perfectly fine. I think the ending really justified it. It was a pretty heart-wrenching ending. That's all I'll say about that. I'm not sure if this is an internet challenge. Surely it isn't, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, sure, let me out. Ouch. Yeah, this stuff is annoying. Let's get me on. Oh, hello. Just gonna get past you. Okay, that combo's going down. Okay, yeah, it does go down. I think there's something over here I can absorb on the roof. If there is, I'll take you out. Without getting shot. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep.
That's it?
Damn. Alright. I think that's all I'll say about that. Yeah. That was a tough survival round. I think that's all I'll have to say about First Light. My opinion on it, I think it's a pretty good game. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on the PlayStation Store. I'll probably get about an 8 out of 10 if I needed to score it. Yep, so there's my leaderboard. If I show my friend's leaderboard, I'm probably down the bottom. Okay, yep. And there too. Yeah, so it's a great standalone game. Great price for what it is. About I think it was $22.95 if I want to be exact on PS Store. That's the only way you'll get that because it's a digital game. Let's continue there and okay. I'm gonna play this challenge again. I'm gonna end the video there. Thanks for listening and watching, and I'll see you guys later.